The Overthinking Physiatrist. Why mental clarity is your most profitable business strategy. If you're exhausted but can't stop thinking about what's next, you're not alone. You lie awake at 2 a.m., mind spinning like a patient's MRI machine. What if reimbursement drops again? What if you miss that referral? What if you never have time to build your own practice? That right there is overthinking, the silent profit killer in physiatry. It's not just mental clutter. It's business paralysis disguised as productivity. Why your brain is working against your business. Let's be honest, most physiatrists weren't trained to run a business. We were trained to fix bodies, not balance books. So when faced with uncertainty insurance shifts, RVU targets, patient backlogs, our brains go into protective overdrive. What if I fail? What if I leave the hospital and regret it? What if my colleagues get ahead while I'm stuck playing it safe? That inner noise isn't strategy. It's fear wearing a lab coat. The same neural circuitry that once helped our ancestors avoid saber-toothed tigers is now convincing us to stay in jobs we hate. Overthinking feels productive, but it's really the illusion of control. Meanwhile, clarity, the ability to see your next move with confidence, is the difference between a burned-out employee and a thriving independent physiatrist. The 5-minute reset that builds multi-six-figure clarity. Borrowed from the Mastering Mental Clarity framework, the 5-minute reset isn't just mindfulness fluff, it's mental triage for overwhelmed physicians. Here's how it applies to your business. 1. Step away, literally. Close the EMR, silence the pager, and step outside. 2. Breathe. Count each breath for 5 minutes. 3. Refocus. Ask yourself one question. What's the single decision I've been avoiding that could move my practice forward? This 5-minute clarity break interrupts overthinking loops, resets your stress chemistry, and makes room for decisive action. The same way you'd clear a spasm before retraining a muscle. Because in business, indecision is the ultimate atrophy. The cost of staying stuck. While you're overanalyzing CPT codes and patient portals, the world is moving on. AI tools are streamlining clinics. Concierge rehab models are rising. Younger docs are buying into private equity groups not because they're greedy, but because they're decisive. Every day you hesitate, someone else claims the space you could have owned. The demand for physiatrists is exploding, but reimbursements are shrinking. Workloads are ballooning, but control is vanishing. The only way to stay relevant isn't more CEUS. It's mental clarity turned into business strategy. And here's the gut punch. The very overthinking you tell patients to avoid is the same paralysis keeping your practice on life support. Tag a physiatrist who needs this wake-up call. Here's your challenge. Try the 5-minute reset today. Then take one concrete step toward independence, book a discovery call, outline your first niche service, or finally price your EMG correctly. And when you feel that old anxiety creep in, remember this. The mind makes an excellent servant but a poor master. And the same goes for your job. Share this with a colleague who's overthinking their next career move. Because if you're not building your dream physiatry practice, you're probably building someone else's.